All right, let's get into it. We all use search like 100 times a day, right? But there's this quiet revolution happening right under our noses, a kind of AI magic that's changing the game. And today, we're going to see exactly how it works by looking at something we all use: emojis.
Oh, you know this feeling. You're scrolling and scrolling, just an endless sea of little yellow faces and weird objects, and you just can't find the one that says what you mean. It's so frustrating. You know the feeling you're trying to capture, but you don't know the magic word to type to find it. Well, what if the search bar could basically read your mind? That's the whole idea behind a tool called Emoji Search. It's built on a technology that doesn't just look for keywords, it tries to understand your actual intent. And that's where things get really, really cool. So, to really get how this works, we need to break down two totally different ways of searching. You've got the old school way, keyword search, and then you've got the new, way smarter way, which is called semantic search. And this, right here, shows you everything you need to know. With a classic keyword search, you type happy face, and you're going to get emojis with happy or face right in the description. Simple enough. But with semantic search, you can type a whole vibe, a concept like celebration, and it just gets it. It knows that a party popper and a balloon are all about celebrating, even if the word celebration is nowhere to be found. So here's the bottom line. Semantic search isn't about matching words. It's about matching meanings. It's using AI to figure out how different ideas and concepts relate to each other. And because of that, it can give you results that are way more relevant and honestly, just feel a lot more human. So, how in the world do you build something like this? Well, it's basically a two-step dance. And the first part, let's call it building the emoji brain, all happens behind the scenes, way before you ever type a single letter. Think of it as all the homework the system has to do ahead of time.
You know why the search feels so instant? It's because all the hard work is already done. The system has already sat down and studied every single one of those 1,877 emojis, analyzing their descriptions and getting everything ready to go.
And this process is pretty slick. First, it just loads all the emoji data. Then it pulls out all the text that describes them. Now, step 3, that's the real AI magic. It takes that text and turns it into a unique numerical code, a vector. You can think of it like a unique fingerprint for the meaning of that emoji. And finally, it takes all those fingerprints and organizes them into this super fast digital address book, a face index, so it can find any of them in a flash.
Okay, so once all that prep work is done, we get to phase 2, the actual search. This is what happens in the blink of an eye when you finally type something in and hit search. And when I say blink of an eye, I am not kidding. Because all that heavy lifting was done beforehand, a normal search takes less than 1/10 of a second. It's ridiculously fast, all thanks to that pre-built address book.
And the search itself is so elegant. Your search term, let's say I'm feeling down, gets turned into the exact same kind of numerical fingerprint. Then the system just zips over to its address book and asks, hey, which 5 emoji fingerprints are mathematically the closest to this one? It grabs those top 5 and bam, they pop up on your screen.
So we keep talking about these numerical fingerprints or embeddings. But what's actually making them? Well, that brings us to the real heart of the entire system, the AI model itself. This is the brain of the operation. Right, so an embedding model is basically a translator. It translates our messy human language into a clean mathematical language that computers can actually work with. It creates this huge, complex map of meaning where words with similar context are neighbors. So king is close to queen and happy is close to joyful. This table kind of lays out all the pieces of the puzzle. You've got your raw data with all the emojis, you've got the super fast address book, the FISS index, and the search code that runs everything. But look at that third row, the embedding model. That's the piece that gives this whole thing its intelligence. And picking the right model is probably the single most important decision you can make. For this project, they went with a specific one called All-MPNet Base V2. And that's not a random choice. It's a seriously powerful piece of AI that's been fine-tuned to be great at understanding the meaning of whole sentences. And just to give you a sense of how complex this map of meaning is, each emoji's fingerprint isn't just a couple of numbers. It's a string of 768 different numbers. It's this insane level of detail that lets the model understand all the subtle differences between concepts. So why this model in particular? Well, the person who built this put it pretty simply.
After testing a bunch of different options, this one was, and I quote, the best one in this range of parameters. It just hits that perfect sweet spot between being powerful, being fast, and being great at understanding meaning.
Okay, finding the party popper emoji faster is fun, I get it. But you might be thinking, so what? Why does this really matter? Well, let's zoom out a bit. Because the very same tech we just dissected is actually changing how we find almost everything online.
See, this emoji searcher isn't just a fun little toy. It's the perfect miniature example of a technology that is already a huge part of your digital life. If you understand how this works, you basically understand the core concept behind all modern AI-powered search. And you see it everywhere. This is what's happening when a shopping site recommends a product you'll love, or when a music app finds you songs that just feel right. When search engines like Google give you a direct answer instead of just a list of blue links, yep, that's the same technology, just running on an unbelievable scale. And that really is the big question, isn't it? We've made the leap from just searching for words to searching for actual meaning. That opens up a whole universe of new possibilities. It's not just about finding the answers to our questions anymore, it's about helping us discover things we didn't even know how to ask for. Where we go from here? Well, that's up to us.